stay forever. Sing for the times you are bound to betray. Run for the light, run forever. Rise, stay alive, and the liars not forever. Stay for a while, stay forever. Sing for the times you are bound to betray. Run for the light,
Hey Casey. Sorry, I was just I like that this game actually when I'm opening it at the right time, just actually whooshes in like an actual intro. That is very interesting. Yeah, I was I did, you can probably see it in the chat. I was almost excited for a moment to find new stuff from Sonata Arctica because 2 weeks ago in the middle of the night, I was at a gas station and I basically just browsed through all of the papers that they have laid out to, you know, gaming magazines and car magazines and there's metal magazines as well. And I randomly came across the day that Sonata Arctica brought out a new album. And I had forgotten about looking it up. That is something that would have not happened a few albums ago. Not at all. But yeah, nowadays I couldn't even watch it to the end because it was just, it's boring. It's boring. What can I do? Where's the power? Where's the magic? Where's the, the great topics? It was always like, oh my god, they have a 2-piece or 3-piece basically 25-minute epic, which is just awesome. Like there's an actual story being told and they did it over multiple albums, so you had to wait years to actually get the whole story, and it was fantastic. What can I say? Okay. See, like every single bit, every single moving bit in this game has an intro. Today's lesson is about Earth. So we got air, water, now Earth. This is a powerful one. Well, I thought we already got the power with the water. That is the problem with being very vague but everything has to be made kind of cool. And like everyone has to read everything, and like I said, the communication in this, the words being used, the themes, it is very much like tarot, homeopathic shit. Like everyone horoscope reading, like everyone reads what they want into it. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Yeah, exactly. Well, of course, but this one is pure potential. Literally power. Okay. Glad you got it. Glad to see you excited. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay, Earth. How can I sum it up? I do like that they are actually addressing it though. Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Because they are addressing it, what basically then happens is that my suspension of disbelief is, strengthened. So because I'm like, yeah, but this, and then I can see the game actually picking it up and addressing it, then the next time I'm like, this, well, the game probably has a reason for this. Even though in this case they are not actually telling you. So yeah, like there is a strengthening of me believing that the game has it together, even if then just shit happens. But as long as it isn't obvious, as long as there's not, direct contradictions or consequences to actions happening afterwards, I can still forgive the game for not addressing everything constantly. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, not to be drunk on one's power. Well, that sounds like there's a safety mechanism there. Motherly love, loyalty, sisterhood. Those are also forms of earth energy. I understand. Now, for the third part of our contract, we'll seal our earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. Why are you constantly telling me this? But I mean, it's good, but... Oh, look what I got here. My vegan drink. No, it is a biological... what, like a fresh drink? I don't know. Don't ask me about it. It's kind of like a half beer, like a light beer. Wait, what is Holunder Elder? Oh. Wait a minute. Can this be right? A black elder. Fleeder. Oh. Elderberry. Okay. Dwarf elderberry. Okay, so elderberry is Holunder. Interesting. Why is it called elderberry? Genus Sambucus. Wait, let me just look it up because I'm interested now. Where is that coming from? Pflanzengattung Moschusgewächse. Yeah, why are elderberries called elderberries? Genus of flowering plants. Where is it? Etymology. The name comes from ancient Greek sambuke, an ancient wind instrument about the removal of pith. Don't mark. Oh. From the twigs to make whistles. Huh. Okay. Well, interesting. Not that... I kind of expected something a little bit more ethereal there. Something more magical, but okay. So, oh, by the way, you did ask yesterday, and yesterday I actually ate something else, but today I did eat my fish. It is Canadian salmon. What do you want to become your main source of determination? Okay, so beforehand we asked what we want, and we said power with the water. Now we are... Actually, I already forgot what water was about. Love, the support of my friends, conquest, defeating my rivals, myself, personal growth, and self-realization. I mean, you know that I would take this. Although I do have to say, like, so far I have been... Like, I'm an absolute enigma if I take conquest. Because with the air I took I want to be pitied. Then with water I took power. And now I want to defeat my rivals. But I also said I don't want to actually kill the one that put me into banishment. So... I mean, it still all goes together. Like I said, those words and functions, they are very lax. Like, you can interpret a lot into it, but still. But no, yeah, I'm gonna go with myself. Personal growth and self-realization. Like, those parts the game actually does have down. The lone wolf, huh? It's the safest position to rely on yourself. I just hope you never break down, or your willpower will shatter, and there will be no one able to pick up pieces. It's okay, I've come this far by myself. Well, yeah, you've come this far into a 1,000-year banishment by yourself. That is very correct. You sure look strong, I'll concede that. Very well. Now I will seal our earth energies together. Get ready. Oomph. I'm constantly getting 9. The power. I love earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. Great. I'm one of the tough ones then. Oh, you bet you are. You have been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. I kind of always hate it when we are special. I don't want to be special. I just want to be normal and still be able to, do something. Anyways, although we still have fire to seal, that one is painful even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part. Let's make a card. Actually, I would like it if they did have an animation for this though. That we are suffering. Like, just being told is a little bit... Everyone in this game is very special. I mean, not everyone can be a witch, right? So, I guess by default, we are kind of a big deal. It just has to be this way. Welcome back, Angel. I'm guessing this though, when you are creating a card deck, like, I mean, they have to give you at least 8, because so far I have not seen that I could create a card from only 1 energy with less than 8 points. Okay, I don't have any wind energy. Maybe we should have saved the wind energy. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. We are going to learn from our mistakes in creating the cards. Before magical enslavement was forbidden, the long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major daemons with carving a gigantic temple out of a moon, unspeakable dimensions. Make the study aware of their insignificance within the universe. That would be something so that enhances their power through humility. That sounds like a status for some reason. Wait, I still have water though. Oh, that is... We can actually finally go and mix something. We can mix concepts, because the inherent mixing in one of those 3 steps, but then we can also take this to another level and have a completely different base for what we are building up on. The Gem Skull Belt. Yeah, that for example sounds also really interesting. The architect which Gorethe carved 13 skull-shaped rooms surrounded by an ivory walk bridge. Okay, we listened to Ivory Tower beforehand in the introduction. See, sometimes you gotta leave things to coincidence and chance, and sometimes you just gotta go with the flow and what you're feeling like. Yeah, I'm feeling some ivory walk bridges. Again, I'm... See, but it is because I'm not actually seeing the full card here. Like, I'm not seeing the full background canvas. So I'm having a very, very difficult time in actually, getting to know what actually would fit into a picture. Like, from just what we have gotten, okay, I know the skull bridges, so what parts would fit on the skull bridges? But again, we are not going by that. No, that is going to only slow us down. No, that is going to only... How should I say this? This is like such a selective process as I don't want it. No, I'm only restricted by the capabilities of my own mind to imagine the greatness of a story behind the card. And then we are putting together a very shitty picture. Erratic retelling of popular fable. Every time a witch tells a story, the seed of knowledge. I mean, I guess we can have some little lambs and doggos planted on the different skywalks. A minor behemoth will appear. The wolf mother now wanders the cosmos, adopting orphaned magical creatures. So yeah, like what if the wolf mother actually walks on those ivory bridges and looks for the wait, what is that? That is, oh, that is for water energy. Oh, that is also really cool. Yeah. Born from imagination of mortals and extinct because of their greed, dragons were known for keeping treasure and grudges. Ah, yeah, the Deerfolk Paladin. I really wanted to use that one as well. But quite frankly, this also doesn't fit on the bridges now. Unlike humans, male Deerfolk aren't blind to magic and they give lives. Yeah. Also, thematically, this doesn't fit. This one, though, the Florist, entire life art growing. I guess. No, I actually like this. Where are we? Wolf Mother. Yes, she walks around and collects the children's or the little fable stories. And wait, is this getting more? No, this is the same as it was beforehand. Wait, why is this the same as it was beforehand? Because with the other ones, we have less for the cards that we selected. Golden Shovel. The last bladed tool forged by the Gold Blower. Golden Shovel is hollow, so you can feel the energy resonating of the earth while you dig. I mean, we can walk around digging for stories. The cane of this sacred wood. A cane carved out of wood from a sacred willow makes grass sprout from every hole and pokes the most arid soil. Oh yeah, we are gonna make those ivory bridges. We are gonna transform them into places where life is sprouting from. Heck yeah, that is a good story. Obsidian Sledgehammer. Or we are gonna break it down. That can also happen, yeah. Impossible to remove unless you recite the words carved into the hammer's head. They are often used to trap demons or set camps in wildland. Yeah, the Roadkeeper, yeah. Yeah, the sculptors craft those little guardians to bless their roads. Whoever walks the path blessed by the Yada will be free from thieves and predators. I mean, thematically that also fits, right? Oh yeah, the tower shield, heck yeah. It protects a warrior from ankles to the eyes. That seems also very good. Iron Servant of the Forge Planet. Nah. No. Okay, so it is in between this. The Yade Roadkeepers, the Jade Roadkeepers, or the Cane of the Sacred Wood. What are we gonna go for? You know, I gotta have a little bit of viewer interaction. Because that is what a good streamer does. And with all of my experience, obviously. Okay, fine, we are gonna pick it. Okay, so basically I made a half-half card, right? Yeah, see, this... Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I mean, this kind of fits. But at the same time... Ah. At the same time, it is also exactly not really what I... Like, what is that scope? That is 100%. Oh yeah, and we can't... Ah, fucking hell. We can't place this behind here to poke out. Because that is just one canvas. Ah. Oh yeah, and there's the hole again. Ah, god damn it, dude. Ah, it's so sad. It is actually just so sad. I really, really want it. I really wanted to, you know, terraform one of those planets. I'm actually very, very sad. That is not, that it doesn't seem really possible. Let's plant some grass there. Let's plant... Ooh, how am I gonna do this? Okay, yes. Yes, a lot of stuff. There we go. Look. now my original idea will come to life. I just need to now do this for the whole picture. And we have finally terraformed the planet. Ah! I mean, I guess for as much as a background goes, I did pick one where we can place a lot of green on. Like as singular pieces as they are, it's actually fitting. It's just a whole lot of work. Can I select multiple pieces that I've put down? How about this? Yes. Oh, okay, great. Let me just have all of this here. Okay. Look. Okay, we are gonna get it. We are definitely going to get it. Some here, some of this there, some of you here. Okay. Okay, and Then we take all of this. And then we are gonna duplicate it. And make this a little bit here. Wait, I can do it like this. Okay. Some here. Some here. Then we're gonna switch it around again. Okay, wait, this is not aligning as well as I hoped it would. Gonna place some extra shrubbery here. Some extra stuff there. There you go. Beautiful. It's just perfect. There you go. Great. Actually, good that the game is not crashing on this. Like, I halfway expected that the game would just go like, nah, that's too much stuff. But it actually gives me the possibility to do this. Okay, well, after this exercise in pointlessness. So, can I then... Oh, I can't... Oh my god, this is so good. Ah, that is great. Oh, heck yeah. Now I can take parts and bits and bobbles and crash the game almost. Game. I can take this and put that below. So it does struggle when there's a lot of different things. It does struggle. But it's actually fine. To the bottom with you. Game? Are you good? Game? Okay, good. I was almost slightly worried for a moment. But don't you worry. And one more bit. One last bit here. Okay, this, and then I'm gonna place you here. There we go. Now it's a card. Wait, I hope though, now that I've created all of those cards and the game is literally just... Like, this is the beginning of the game, right? They didn't even make a demo. They literally just give you the start of the game, right? Or am I wrong about that? Because if they just give you the start of the game, then they might as well, you know, just give me the possibility of just keeping my progress, right? And just integrating that into the actual game. Plant. Okay, and now we're gonna put some foxes. Okay, maybe not there. I had hoped, but that is okay, you are coming from back here, then you are going to the top. And there's no real place for the sheep. And I only have one sheep, so this one is gonna roll off the edge. You know, when cats do this, when they are on the edge of the bed, or a dog at the end of the sofa, and they are just rolling over and it's just plop. That is what is gonna happen with this story. I would love to give him colors though, because he, I think, is very hard. Like, I mean, everything is fitting together because the colors are so... how should I actually say it? But yeah, the colors are not very popping. For the reason of when you're letting go, when it is not highlighted anymore, everything kind of, you know, comes together. You have to forgive me, but my OCD is really just... You can see though why I would want for this to actually be just saved and I can actually use it, right? It's not that difficult to see. Because I don't want to work on this again. You know what is missing? An upside down tool. I want to rotate on the other axis as well. Okay, and now we are taking all of that. Nah. Too little shrubbery. Okay, there we go. Now it's better. Okay, yeah, see how this is all kind of just fitting together because there's no real edges. But at the same time, it is kind of fitting together because of it. So it's not a big complaint. It is more like a whelp, I guess. It's a working system. Okay, and now we're taking this. Shrubbery, shrubbery, shrubbery. Okay, so I need one of those, and I need to turn that around so that there's a little bit of a, you know, because those are hanging down and this doesn't have anything. Okay, perfect. No, it's fine. I'm almost able to let go of it yet already. No, it's good. It's all fine. Okay, and now I did not think about that. Okay. Okay. And you. Oh yeah, there's a lot of. Okay. You know what? Then instead we are gonna take this. Yeah. Wait. Are you kidding me? Okay. Taking all of this. That would have been really bad if all of that just got stuck. Okay. There you go with this, and then we are taking those here, and we are doubling that. Also that it is putting all of this. Wait, I'm actually gonna turn this around. Let's see if this actually gives an illusion. Okay. Good. Actually good. Actually perfectly fine. Now there's some small little flowers. Like, see, the basis of this is then just, you know, melding in with the rest of it. Perfect. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out when it actually ends. That is true. I'm guessing we're just going to find out together. One up here. And some over here. And turn this around, put that on here, and they're kind of all going in different directions. Okay. One more here. Now that I have come so far, okay, good. It's good. It's fine. It's absolutely perfect. By the way, what is this? Oh, that's the willow stuff. Okay. I forgot about that. I actually thought she was carrying some babies or something back there. I actually forgot about the willow stuff. Let's just lean this. I mean, I guess You know what? I guess it actually does fit back there. Maybe she has a strap to her back. But yeah, like I said, I would love to give the dogs a little bit of an outline. Okay, and finish. Wow, we made a lot of stuff, and none of the grass counted. None of the grass actually did shit. Arcana are blessed by the power of the gem skull belt. A figure of protection and support. The sacred cane blesses the landscape. Yeah, where did I get all of the grass from? Ah, right, yeah, the cane, goddammit. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. What do you mean excessive? And like meanings: guardian, ego, support, success, indifference, stagnation. Wait, what? What actually? What do you mean excessive earth energy? This is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I have brought life to this planet, or to this link of the bridge. Like, if you zoom out, that actually looks really shit, but okay. You know what? Maybe I should have gone all in and done the teeth as well. But I wanted to keep a little bit of the original landscape. Come upstairs and do a reading for me, would you? Yeah. Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any ideas on what to read next? I'm going to read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher? You'll give me no quarter, huh? I'm game. Do your worst. I need to know for the sake of our relationship. Well, what do you think the giant space demon actually wants? Sorry, it's a behemoth, which is totally different from a demon. Okay, I got my Nirvana. A beautiful card. Whispers from the undone Jade Witches. Imbue this card with emotion. The door holds the promise, quenches many kind of thirst. The overflowing water from the jugs represent inner desire. The flood of water can unleash hidden potential. You feel alone. You want to find beings to share your existence with. You want to make a difference. You have an impact in this universe. Wait, is this, like, are there this many options and I only have unlocked 2 of them? Yeah. You feel alone. You want to find beings to share existence with. Come on, you don't need a card to guess that. You know I spent most of my time imprisoned or exiled. Yeah, this is exactly what I... yeah. Of course I feel alone. It may seem obvious to you, but to us you are a supernatural behemoth lurking on the edges of reality. No one would expect a devil to feel alone, right? Well, for the same reason I don't speak in verse, I can also feel alone. Or feel lonely. But I like that. That is exactly where my mind went, yes. I'm not a fictional character. I know, my fault. No one teaches you to emphasize with otherworldly forbidden beings. I don't blame you. Witches before your time did a great job demonizing my mythos. So, basically, You would like to have friends. Very much so. Poor thing. Still, I don't like to be pitied. Well, I do. Okay. I think I'm going to draw another card. Oh, what for? You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask. Why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Let the card speak. Hey. Okay, so we have a guardian, ego, support, success, indifference, stagnation. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. You want to be my friend. You crave my approval. You try to hide your depression. Yeah, I don't know. You try to hide your depression to the demonic being. It's I don't know, something about this just makes me laugh. There's the idea that God is just another human being. So like, you know, to emphasize that we people have been created after God's design, or after God's image. And so basically God, you know, would treat us the same way as we are treating atoms, or maybe like amoebas and such. Like, do you think about it? Do you care? Can you even not kill them at, you know, any given point? So yeah, maybe we are just tiny little you know, molecules on the body of a god. That we are calling the universe. Like, why is stuff happening? Well, who knows? Maybe God was just itchy. That's like with the move of one finger, and like I said, because of our existence being like, how quickly do cells reproduce? How quickly do they move? All of the things that are happening all at once. Maybe God moving one finger would be, you know, the cataclysmic event for us, where universe after universe would be just swiped away. Sure. You try to hide your depression. I'm depressed? How could I be depressed? You don't even know what you're talking about. Are the cards wrong then? The deck is foolproof, but there's always human error. He seems to care about you at least a little. Yeah. I mean, I took it that beforehand what we laid out from reading from the first card, it was basically very obvious, and he has already stated as much, kind of. So I felt like I should go with something else. Well, I don't feel this card is wrong, and I'm not human. I'm a witch. Well, that is weird. Witches are not human? You may be the almighty behemoth, but I'm the fortune teller here, and you're just my querent. When this happens, it usually doesn't mean that I'm wrong, but that the querent can't accept the reading. Sure. Yeah. Come on, I'm older than time. I would know better. Lonely, maybe. Frustrated, resentful, for sure. But depressed, that's a human thing. I've never known a behemoth that's been depressed. Abrama, listen. I'm right and you're wrong. It's okay, I can help you. I'm the one helping you here. Yes, and I'm grateful. But you gotta accept that I'm totally not wrong here. But if you ever need to talk, I'll be happy to listen. Oh yeah, that is the non-confrontational way. Good. You're not alone anymore. Wow, this witch has the ego of... like we definitely do have the ego of a behemoth. You'll feel better, I promise. By talking with me? Sure. like I said, it's a god talking with an ant. Like, yes, I'm certainly gonna feel better. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. I'm always trying to piss off the elder beings, you know, older than the universe and creation itself. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. You're absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. What now? I'm the one that needs some rest after today's session. Go and review what we have studied so far.
Welcome to All Things Scottish. Our slogan is, if it's no Scottish, it's crap!
Hey, Pyro. Sorry, I'm just getting into totally not very confrontational card readings with the elder being. I'm totally not pissing them off or anything at all. So, and he is definitely not gonna very much enjoy torturing me with fire tomorrow. So I hope you're doing at least something that is less spelling your own end. Were you the leader of your coven? How would you punish someone for having summoned Abrama? Would exile suffice? Would you be able to forgive something like this? Or maybe you would think it worthy of death. Wait, who is asking? Sounds kinky. You're gonna get punished with the bigots dildo. Yeah. So there's something to look forward to on the next day. Ready for more? Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It was pretty basic stuff. Yeah, no, I would, like, I have already forgotten half of it. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Yes, sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Hence why I don't want to actually play any internet stuff. I've learned again with Last Epoch that playing anything with online mode is basically only pain for me. So also, good thing that our conservative party is all in on, oh my god, what the coalition is doing, and oh no, our country is being ruined because now you can smoke weed at home and we're not even allowed to shoot you in the head anymore. That's so bad. Soon we will not even be allowed to kill life. That's so sad for us. And like, you know, our internet has been just shit ever since, but now we are also like, even for Germany we are kind of falling behind, because somehow other regions in Germany somehow finally picked it up more and more that glass fiber is the future, and that maybe with a little bit of pressure you can actually have some involvement in trying to build out an actual glass fiber net, even in more remote places. And obviously my conservative government is like, nah, we gotta see that kids don't use gender speech, because that is gonna be the end of us all. You don't understand. Legal content. I actually don't know what content warning is, though. I've seen people play it, but I've seen it, but I have not understood what actually I'm watching. T-Mobile keeps harassing me to upgrade to glass fiber, but like I had to upgrade like not even a month ago. Sounds like they got everything under control. Yeah, and like I said, the most that we can get here is 100 Mbit net. So, but then again, I'm not planning to stay around here for that much longer. Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. I'm just moody for some reason. Oh, are you depressed? Oh, silly little space giant thingy. It's like Little Company with more goofy ragdoll moments. Okay. Plays YouTubers filming the scary content. Oh, okay. Oh, that is why all of those streamer YouTubers are playing it. Yeah, for you it basically doesn't even make a difference then. I mean, it is just a setup for the future, more or less. Just render generated monster filming game. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... I guess Nuremberg is also... I mean, with all of the highly technological advancement that Söder is taunting, Söder being our minister president, I mean, we are gonna get what is it? The magnet like floating train system that he now wants to build, where like just because it is a prestige kind of investment for him to make, when there's already, you know, plans. Maglev. Oh, 50 megabyte download, yeah. I mean, you know, for me, Wi-Fi is also, I mean, Wi-Fi is always a piece of shit. If I could use cable, then I would definitely use cable, but that's not so easy around here, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. You know, in a house built in the 1960s, it's just not what was planned for. I'm hoping he means Mbit. Because that would warrant that would warrant an outrage conversation for me. Yeah. Well, I mean, for the most part, like, do I need to download games with 40 gigabytes in 2 seconds? No, I don't. But what would be good is to have stable internet connection to watch maybe 2 streams running simultaneously. And if I can do that on a modern enough computer with like maybe more than just normal 180p HD technology. Like, do I need to watch in 4K? I don't know, but like, if it is ever just enough to go with the times, right? Like, I don't need a net like the South Koreans have or the Japanese. But it would be nice if I could just go somewhere in Germany and know I don't have to worry about it. Like if I'm out in the pampa, like if I'm just, oh yeah, this is in the middle of the woods, like who am I chatting with around here? Probably my next door neighbor from like 500 miles away. But like, no, it's like everywhere you go, you kind of have to ask. If it is not a big city, you kind of have to ask, how's the internet thing looking here? Is that working? What kind of connections can I have here? Then obviously we are all living to rent. That is just a German thing. I don't know what. I mean, recently we also have this thing that everyone is complaining about the housing situation, but then we also have more people buying their own houses than ever before, or like in the last 10 years at least. So it's very confusing, but I'm guessing that half of it is also just simply marketing catching on from our opposition that are talking everything bad, and they are constantly holding their faces into the cameras from the media. So you kind of get the feeling that everything is bad, but hey, here's the new big numbers from the DAX, and like, oh yeah, all of our big companies are throwing out dividends left and right in record numbers, and oh my god, yeah, here's new inflation numbers. We are still at like 3.5%. 30 with stream opened. Alright. Look, I need to get done with this game. You can't just actually get me going on a tangent again. We need to finally get out of this demo. It's not silly. What do you say? We look into it with our cards after we finish today's session. That might be a good idea. Oh my god, is he actually depressed? That's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. Is he actually a wimp? So true. You're on. It will be a good challenge as the final test for the new deck. That's the Abrama I know. For 3 days. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is then. This element is usually feared by most and yearned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. No, I actually thought he meant like complex, as in fire is also life. Fire is warmth. Fire is inspiration. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of the definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. And even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Master your fire and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Maybe that's why we get along so well. Now, the final contract. This answer will affect your fate profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? Oh, I have immortality. It's good to know that I do have immortality. The coven. The life of whoever I love the most. Sure. Well, that's a choice. Look, if I make all of my powers as meek as possible, like, oh no, I just want to get along with people. Oh, I want them to pity me. Oh, this is so depresso. And then I'm like, yeah, but fire, give me, take the life of my most loved ones. Take the lives of all of my family. I want none of this shit here. Let them burn before me. Probably rather held hostage by the corridors of my mind. With the ADHD monster chasing me. Only for me to find out that it is a mirror cabinet and all I'm looking at is me being the ADHD monster that is constantly getting lost and smushes their head into different walls. Yes. Well, I mean, there's one thing of sacrificing myself and then there's sacrificing others. What is the most coherent thing for my own character? That I say, okay, I want to sacrifice something of my own. And the work internet, 244, okay. I mean, you definitely got the best internet out of all of us, so... Sure. My immortality. Oh wow, are you sure about that? You'll live a maximum of another 60 years after you pay the price. Plus, you won't be able to live in space anymore. You'll have to go down to Earth and live among humans. Do you want to reconsider? 60 years? So that means I'm immortal for the next 60 years. Look, the first thing I do with my mortality is looking for ways to get out of it. Maybe I should reconsider. I mean, I kind of would go with I mean, I have no idea who my loved ones are. So that kind of feels weird because I'm not loving anyone, so is that a loophole? No, there is someone I love. Well, then that's a shitty thing to do. Like that would just legit be, okay, I'm a shitty person. My coven, yes, I can hold a grudge against him. And I could just go with like, yeah, they are worthless anyways. Like, not just because they banished me, but goddamn, look how useless they have been so far. Like, none of them stood up to the coven leader when they were, you know, trying to save their own hide. First, by following me with my prediction, and then with my banishment, because hey, that's just how it goes. Like, yes, I can have a grudge against my coven. That would be fine. That would be justified, I guess. Would it be justified to kill them? And like I said, I don't necessarily feel like, you know, I guess there's one interesting thing though. There's one interesting path that I can think of. Obviously, we are bringing our destruction to the coven, as was foretold by myself. Yes, self-fulfilling prophecy. But if I then go up against that prophecy, That would be one interesting thing where I'm like, okay, I said I would sacrifice them. I said I would actually let my coven die. But that is too predictable. No, that is just okay. But I never actually planned on, doing good on that promise. So when the time comes, yes, I can betray him. That is what Angel said yesterday, that you can betray Abramas. So I guess in that regard, that would probably be a good setup. Like I can betray him for my own immortality. I can betray him with not following through with killing my coven or my loved ones. Then I guess narratively the loved one. Hey, what if I like him for his dick? What if that is true love? That would kind of be interesting. What if I love Abramas, and then I sacrifice him? But I've been meaning to try. I like though that there is a possibility to think about it. Like, oh, what if I took different chances? Nah, but I think in this case it just makes the most sense for my... It is the most boring option, I'll give you that. Like just sacrificing something of myself. But, Oh, hey, the cosmic wheel, he said the thing. I will etch your decision into the cosmic wheel and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. Well, what do you mean by that it doesn't... Like, I'm literally just dying when I have to make good on it, so, like... Oh, by the way, it would probably be good if they synchronize this. That he is smiling here. That he's actually smiling here as well. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Huh? Man, for which we are looking basic as shit. Oh, so those are the different characters that we are going to meet? Oh, that's actually a lot. Ooh. Wait. What was that, what he just swallowed? Babe, wake up. Fortuna, wake up. Wait, who called me babe? What? I did not agree to this. What happened? Sorry, I had to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple of days. Why are you calling me babe for, though? You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh yeah, what about? Can't remember, but it felt premonitory. It felt very random. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window. You got a visitor. The blinking falcon. That's a familiar from an arbiter. What's an arbiter? The arbitrage office is an organism composed of former witches, unaffiliated with any coven. Okay. It's an organism that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely interfere with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them. Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Wait, what do you mean slumber? I thought you were punished by something. Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with our coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. So, I mean, I guess, wait, but if they have immortality, then their immortality can be taken away? Like, there's this thing of humans are not made for immortality. Like, with immortality, the only thing I can ever think about is not the great stuff, but how am I gonna get eternally tortured? That is just my thing. Like, well, so what if I'm for an eternity just burning up? I mean, I guess in a white star, you're crushed to death every single, like, you're not even really getting to the conscious part. So I guess it's kind of fine. It's just like more of a banishment then. And once the white star has been, what happens with them anyways once they are, a black hole? It just continues to not be anything. Or I'm just plopping out at another part of the universe. Brutal. To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Yeah, isn't that more of just like a, hey, I got banished by my, why didn't this actually become my punishment then? Wow, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. Really? In all of the existence this happened? Like, oh, yeah, 78 witches were burned. I have no idea how many there are, so I mean, since we are not human, I guess maybe we are special. This all happened before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. And what do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you. That's impossible. My arts are untraceable. Well, that's rather ineffective then. Like, that we can trace everything. We notice every disturbance, apart from the ones that don't want to be noticed. Then there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure, I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, I have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract, in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Okay, plus I still owe you a reading, right? Ah, don't worry about it. There will be time for that. Okay, but you're not off the hook. We'll look into your depression. I'll tell you about your mommy issues. We'll look into what worries you eventually. As if I could escape you. So, I mean, since I got the chicken delivered to my doorstep or to my window, and I already have the pot boiling, look, I'm just trying to be rational here. Okay, next card. I'm gonna finish this shit. A magical cemetery for the witches who dare to tamper with time. The quicksand absorbs the bodies and their souls into heat. Huh. Yeah, see? Yeah, exactly. How, like, I guess their immortality has to be taken away because if witches are immortal by nature, then it wouldn't make sense that there is a whole jade statue thing for the witches, right? Where they can be revived. Like, it doesn't make much sense to have the arts of necromancy when everyone is just immortal. The long lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major demons caving a gigantic temple. Yeah, this one could be nice. Okay, now I can actually make almost everything. Almost. Forgotten Factory. Oh, this actually is nice. Many millennia ago, before witches cracked the cosmic code to manipulate matter, they built a factory under the crust of Venus. It was operated by iron golems and it allowed many human covens to expand beyond the solar systems. Oh, do we actually have enough for the Red Strings Club? Can I go back now? Right, so if I take this, then bartender, not enough energy. Sag. Never can get what we want. A city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons, so their forges are always alight. Titan Quarry. I mean, for gameplay aspects, but I'm guessing that there are no gameplay aspects as such. This definitely sounds like, okay, this is a resource card. Okay, we make Deferenia, because this is where the blacksmiths can Sidereal lovers. The goddess in love with the Sidereal snake, an ever-burning passion that shatters the fabric of the void. We could do this. Pilot from the Machina cult. The coven of the Machina cult erected these steel golems according to the instructions detailed in the scriptures that they built an automata handled to her coven after returning from a 70-year-long trip to a black hole. Yeah, we can't pick the artisans, but and I have the Deerfolk Paladin here. Guardians of the Deerfolk Witch, just like humans, the male Deerfolk can't become witches. Unlike humans, male Deerfolk aren't blind to magic and they give their lives to the service of the Coven, protect knowledge and hunt traitors. No, this doesn't fit. The Fallen Hero. Heroes don't protect the people, but their ideals. Symbol of resilience and sacrifice. So this could work for what I have in mind, or this. Let's go with this first. After returning from a 70-year-long trip into a black hole. So again, witches apparently do not die from being cast into a black hole if they don't have their immortality being taken away. Okay, and now either we make a miner, that would work. The golden shovel, the last bladed tool forged by the gold blower. The golden shovel is hollow, so you can feel the energy resonances of the earth while you dig. But there is another thing that I'm hoping that I can make. Well, this is also kind of interesting. I guess Obsidian Sledgehammer would work as well, somewhat. The Fire Whip of Dominance. But no, I want... Yes, there we go, Tower Shield. It protects a warrior from the ankles to their eyes, a common piece of equipment for the Deerfolk Paladins. We are going to make ourselves a mecha. We are definitely gonna go with a Gundam. We are gonna go with a Gundam build factory. I mean, this looks absolutely shit. What am I? What is this background? Why is... Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so what I'm imagining is that this is where the blacksmiths are at home in the Titans. Can I actually take you out? Nope. Okay. Well, so much for that. So much for that. But this is where I want the witch, the mecha witches, to actually get an upgrade, to get like a shield and sword or some kind of thing made for her robot. And I want them to upgrade to a newer Gundam version so that we can sell toys to all of the other witches in the universe. Yeah, because I'm imagining them as a pop culture phenomenon for like this is basically we are basically all of the other witches are kind of like 1970s Japanese. They are basically huge anime fans, right? I just have no idea where to place this shit because my god. Okay, where is the uh um wait, where's all of the other parts of the robot? I thought we could make and again I can't actually push this behind. It is so shit that the background has depth as well, and then you have to put this on top of a background when you want to fit it in, right? And this is just the schlong part. uh, yeah, I'm not. This looked way better in my head. I I should have looked at what kind of bits and bobbles it actually does give me. Because holy hell, this looks like shit. Also with the background. Again, I can't change colors, so ugh. I have I have no idea what I actually should do with this piece, by the way. Where would that thing fit? I actually don't know. Oh my god. Uh, well, so much for that. Okay, yeah, no, definitely this is ain't this just fine? My god, my most beautiful card yet. And then we're gonna plant some very, very, very shittily looking trees there, yeah. What the fuck is this shit supposed to be? What am I supposed to do with this? What is this? I have no idea what part this is supposed to be. Okay, we are gonna give our shield here, at least on the shield. We'll put some kind of imagery on it. Just so it doesn't look completely because there's nothing that I can actually fit this into the background with, so we're just gonna make some ointments here. Actually, I mean, I could just leave this as a penis, but this is not going to fit, is it? This is always going to look like absolute crap. What if I just slap more on it? Will this look better? I mean, it is kind of chill to do all of this. There you go. Perfect. perfectly amazing. This a little bit here. Okay. Great. Amazing. I'm so happy with my work. My god, do you look shit? Seasoned engineer, the bone marrow of the behemoth sears thought. The steel golem breeds challenge and conflict. Mecha pilots are excellent guardians. The tower shield brings the burden of protection. Rivalry, tragedy, alliance, sabotage, adversity, guardian ego. That is definitely not exactly like rivalry, alliance. Sabotage, guardian. I'm not quite certain. Oh man. Okay. Just back out of this. Okay, I finally... Oh my god, how long did this take me? 2 hours. We are almost 2 hours in. Like, I'm almost 5 hours into the stream. And we have finally fucking managed to make 4 goddamn cards. This is gonna throw me back so far from what I've actually originally planned for the stream this week. Then again, I mean, they are giving me a lot of different stuff for a demo. Like, I mean, mostly they are giving me stuff for the mind. Like, basically, everything that they give me is just prompts for my own stories, right? Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea, and I write to you from the arbitrator's office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors, unfortunately 5 days too late, who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile and write a plea to your coven's leader to revisit your case if we judge the punishment to be excessive. Wait, you had that option all along? Wait, and they banished her when that is a thing, and they are gonna get punished for it if they made a shitty judgment. Rank waxing crescent. What does that mean? Not yet. Can we... Okay. I guess we have to. Sure. We had that option all along. God damn it. Thanks for having me. My name is Thea, Arbiter Badge 210. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. I really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. After 200 years, when I was just like, I'm gonna bring about the end of the universe. I have been isolated for 200 years so far. That's precisely why I'm here. The arbitrage office recently discovered your situation, which, I mean, they are not so much on the internal affairs of things, apparently, rather than conflicts between covens. So, yes, my answer is, why are you here right now? Discovered your situation, and we are worried it may go awry for the community. Excessive punishments beget rancor, and 1,000-year-long exile. That's a perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. Oh. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. Yeah, I think I have an idea. But I'm here to help you. Let me know about your case, and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. I already had a meeting with Edana, the leader of your witch clan. Edana told me that you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me that she didn't punish you for that, though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently, you plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. Yeah, like... Exactly. That is exactly what I said. I'm actually... I'm not quite certain that our punishment is uncalled for, because, yeah. Telling them to prepare for the end times. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. Wait, before its time, okay. She decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. And we did that. Now that's the official version. I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? No, a premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. Yes, I should have gone to Edana first. You acknowledge your leader's wisdom. That makes things easier. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? Okay, so look. This is important. This is important. Now, if they want to go with a version of like Edana is evil and blah blah and or she just is selfish or whatever, that's okay. But that is also where Red Strings Club broke for me, because here I made a judgment call on, okay, this is how the world is supposed to work, just by the sense you have given me of it. Like, at least I see nothing that speaks against my logic. And if now a character would come around and go like, oh yeah, but that is stupid, only stupid people think like that, then it would end the same way as with Red Strings Club. Like, I'm doing a lot of thinking of my own. Maybe it goes awry at some point. Maybe I'm getting the wrong idea on some of the edges and corners. Sure. But I'm thinking with the game. And I do like what we are building up. I want, like, I have that suspension of disbelief, what we are doing here. And I'm accepting all of those little bits and bobbles and pieces, how they are expanding the world. Like, I'm just, okay, that's just how it is. I'm fine with it. Interesting. Tell me more. Or don't. But now we have made a call, and I basically said, okay, yeah, this is what my character does, because this feels so far what the game has given me to work with. And yeah, that, if you then tell the player, yeah, no, that's only what stupid players think, then I'm like, okay. So then what of the rest of the world? Or what of those characters? Like, if we are that far apart in logic, then how can I, and like, you can see how instantly my suspension of disbelief just goes flying out the window. And that's exactly what happened with Red Strings Club. So I'm hoping that here it is exactly at those points where they have the restraint to go, okay, we still have our own story to tell, but it's not wrong to think like that. The player has a reason for why they arrived at this decision, on that thought. So do you think your punishment is fair? Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. Yes, I trust Edana's judgment. I mean, if she is... Like, again, I don't know what to make of her and her whole arbiter thing. I don't know if I can really trust her. Like, I mean, after 200 years, I think we didn't even expect them to be interested in this case at all, right? Because they are in between Coven issues more than they are interested in what happens or with the internal handling of issues within the Covens. So we probably didn't even expect them to show up in the first place. Or or we just thought, yeah, they are probably not gonna help us anyways. Like, as a German, I do understand. Like, I'm not going to look for German bureaucracy to help. I'm looking there because, hey, maybe for some reason it actually does handle, you know, what it taunts that it is always objective and like, yeah, everything works on a laid out basis. And so maybe on some points I'm just lucky enough that something works in my favor and that nobody's actually, screwing me over at whatever office I have to, search for solutions. So yes, I am cooperating, I'm working with the bureaucracy, but to my mind, I know that like if there is a possibility to screw me over with bureaucracy, that is basically what bureaucracy is gonna try to do. So like I have no trust in the system. I'm just hoping that on some matters it is so insignificant that I can just have a point as well. Like that it actually fulfills its job by sheer accident. So, what does this mean for me right now? I have no idea if I should trust you. But in the same way, if my punishment is my punishment anyways and they don't have any say in it, I might as well say the truth. Because her logic, the reasoning that she started with, that my punishment may seem too severe to others. If that's the case of what they are doing and what they are trying to argue, I mean, better than to lie and hope that they are corrupt or hope that, their bureaucracy stuff is happening. Happens to be a situation where they are just like, oh yeah, we just want to hear the right things and mark it off regardless of what is right and wrong. It's just like, oh yeah, and they answered that question correctly. Here is your driver license back or something like that. So no, I'm gonna trust them to actually be defendants in my case. Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? This is horrible. Help me, please. At first it was hard, but now I think I can manage. I mean, I want to be pitied. I said that, so... Oh no. We need to fix your situation. Top priority. Okay. Well, that sounds more like a emotional response. Thank you. I think we can at least alleviate your sentence somehow. I still don't understand why Adana deprived you of your tarot deck. I mean, if you are isolated, what does she care if you have your magic or not? That's something I'm supposed to reflect on while exiled. It's a pity, because I would have loved to have my fortune read. But yeah, like, that is what I'm supposed to be reflecting on. That sounds more like there would be this society would be on its way to having a charter being set up of the basic needs and necessities of how to treat witches, right? Like, not enforced by this by those arbiter situation, but like or organization, but more like as a charter for all witches have rights to not be burned in a white star, to not be suffering eternal torment, to not be deprived of their own magic or their immortality as a punishment. Like it seems like this society would be on its way there. Or it seems like this would be one of the first things that they would actually sort out. It's a pity because I would love to have my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave, as an arbiter, I'm obliged to ask, Anything to confess? Actually, I'm crafting a new deck for divination. Wait, what? Oh, wow. That's bold. But I don't think what you're doing is illegal. Is there a legal way for me to do this? Because then why do I have summoned the other dude? Edana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over your new creations yet. And I can have new creations without Abrama's help? What? I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Edana, right? I trust in the officer's neutrality. Of course. Unless you break the magical pact or it becomes relevant during a trial, we won't disclose sensitive information from our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting isn't a tarot deck. It's something new. Oh, really? Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an arbiter, it is my duty to make sure that your new project doesn't break the magical pact, so... This is a Jason Bateman situation, right? I'm definitely going to kill her. I would love a reading very much. Yes, please. It will be my pleasure. Is there something you want to ask the deck? Why are we disclosing all of that to her, though? Like, it seems she was perfectly fine with not knowing that. Like, do you have something to confess? Nah. But even the game just goes out with like, yeah, I'm okay. I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an arbiter. Very well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for you. The first one to look for opportunities and good omens, and the second one to warn you about possible challenges or adversities. That's scary. Which makes me wonder how witches actually see other witches that lay tarot cards. Would you prefer not to know? No, please, go ahead. I mean, it's kind of your job now. Alright, here we go. Nirvana, okay. Unknown Jade Witches imbue a card with emotion. The door holds the promise quenching many kinds of thirst. Blah, blah, blah. Inspection yearning passion power. Sure. In the future, you and I will become allies. Oh, I'm getting points for that. You're going to meet someone really special that's going to change your life. And Abermas just right behind her. Yeah, it's a very near future reading. Okay. In the future, you and I will become allies. Oh, really? That's what the card said. And that can't be... I expected this to be more vague. Since it came up in the good slot, I'm sure the alliance is going to be very fruitful. Or at least it will be for you, since it's your fortune we're reading. I'll make sure this is something good for both of us. I'll never deceive someone who helped me. Yeah. Let me just lay away that newly sharpened axe that I have here for no reason whatsoever. Provided you don't break the law, of course. I know. I know. And the bloodlings. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. Indifferent stagnation. I mean, I highly doubt that my cards actually have any difference at all, right? I'm like, at least I'm kind of feeling that way. Like I'm picking up the random cards and I'm putting them in, but like the game can tell me the same thing every time, regardless of what card I've made. I have no idea what influence I'm having with those cards that I've made on the text that I have on screen. Feels a little bit why have I created the cards then? You will suffer a critical permanent injury or wound. Don't worry, everything's going to be alright. Okay, sure. Again, how am I reading this out of the card that I have made? Also, this character feels like she would want to know, right? I can't imagine her being like, oh, I want to be lied to. But then again, at the same time, I have no idea. I have no idea how this is actually gonna affect anything that is happening later on. But this is decidedly the funnier choice. Don't worry, it's all going to be alright. Oh, that's it. What can I say? Some people are born under lucky star. I wouldn't call myself a lucky person, though. If I was, I wouldn't have ended up as an arbiter. Why do you say that? Aren't you happy? Well, I do enjoy my job. It's good that they are so forthcoming with the information there. But I didn't willingly become an arbiter. I miss so many things from being a normal witch, like dating and all that, you know? I'm sorry. It's alright, it's what I deserve. Can I ask why? Actually, you can't. An arbiter's background is classified. Oh, well, yeah, no, that makes that easier. I thought it was finally a nice slap in the face for my character. Oh, I see. Happy to know nothing grave will happen in the future. In the near future, anyway. So very glad. Thank you. Well, what do you think of my new deck? I want to be pitied. That was just great. I really loved it. You are a very special witch, Fortuna. I'm sorry that you are enduring such a difficult punishment. I can tell you're a beautiful person and that you didn't mean any evil with your divination. No one with good intentions should receive punishment this severe. You know what? This isn't fair. I'm going to lift the ban on visitation. Wait, what does that mean? I'm going to lift the ban on visitation. And this would only go as far as my own coven goes, right? Because otherwise it would be against the basic witch's needs, right? Like, because if nobody can visit me, that would extend outside the coven. And then the arbiters would actually have to act, right? Wow, can you really do that? I just requested a permit from the main office. It will become effective as soon as my arbiter's notebook gets updated with a moon stamp. Arbitrage forms are updated in the Master Grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All of what I've written so far is already in the office archive. That is really good. I'm guessing that only you can write with that pen though, right? It wouldn't be enough if there was only, let's say, a hand of an arbiter holding the pen, writing in that book. That would not... No? Okay. No, okay. Got it. You girls are sure efficient, eh? And there are witch covens all around the universe. We can't afford to be going back and forth to the moon temple all the time. Makes sense. And it's official. You can now receive guests to your cute asteroid home. This makes me happier than I can express. Aw, I can't let you rot here all alone. Thank you so much. No worries, I just had to. You don't deserve this. Do you want me to let your coven know? Just let Yasmin and Dahlia know for now. Well, I can't do that, that's like extra work. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. Poor thing, isolation must have done a number on you. Don't worry, I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks again. Well, I'm so sorry, but I should be going now. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and thank you very much for the reading. Take care. Please let me know if you need anything. I'm here to help. Bye. Chapter 2, Making of a Witch. Wow. This demo... I have a feeling this demo is just the whole game. Patrice, and I had a 5-minute long orgasm. Weird conversation starter, but sure. No way, you're shitting me. Yeah, and I shit myself too. How do you know it was 5 minutes? Were you counting? I swear, I don't know what he did to me. I pushed him away when I started coming. He rolled up a cigarette and smoked it while watching me squirm. He did his taxes. He watched a football game. When he put it away, I was still fighting the last spasms over the carpet. I'm so jealous. I want to have a super orgasm too. How did he do that? Well, he put a special toy in my butt. That played a major role, but I think it was a combination of many factors. Okay, so it is a hentai game after all. Yeah, okay, so... Girl talk is scary. The incense, the cocktails he prepared. Oh, with the roofies. Yeah, gotcha. The music, the smell of the sea. The planets just aligned. What can I say? So cool. Hearing about your sex adventures is so fun. You should write a book. I'd rather keep it between us. Yeah, and keep it in your pants while you're at it. I don't want everybody to discover I'm a sex goddess. Imagine dealing with all those slimy middle-aged guys at the office. True. You should calm down with the sex goddess stuff a little, or you'll end up finding trouble. More trouble, I mean. Oh, come on, it's been only a couple of scares. What's life for not if not to enjoy yourselves? You need to find someone half as good as me to understand all the good sex you have been missing out on, sis. Ew. I've gotta say, I wouldn't mind experiencing for myself what a goddess can do. What are you saying? You have Alicia? Actually, we broke up. Oh girl, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, Eva, what happened? We've been dating since high school and I just guess we drifted apart. But you looked so good together the last time we had dinner at your apartment. Yeah, we have always been good at putting up a front. I'm guessing this is before we became a witch. But the truth is that the last year we have been fighting too many times a week. What about? Oh, the stupidest details. I have my theory about what was missing, what was pissing Alicia off anyway. I tried to confront her about it, but she wouldn't admit it because that would make her a bad person or something. Well, that is your part of the story anyways. You know when you have that talk with people and you have to pretend like, oh yeah, no, that is, you're 100% right, that was all their fault. And you're constantly in your mind like, ah, I know how you can be though, so. It was because of all the activism, right? Wow, how did you know? Nah, I just said it because it pisses me off a bit too, to be honest. Patrice, I guess sometimes I can be a bit too passionate. It's not that. Being around someone that fundamentally good can be frustrating. I mean, you're vegan, only consume local produce, wear repurposed clothes, volunteer at a soup kitchen. But that's not much of a sacrifice. It's just about working on your habits, really. Come on. Okay, I get it. But I never asked Alicia to do all of those things. Like I said, it's not your fault, but I couldn't be happy eating Burger King and wearing leather boots next to you. Come on, I'm sure their relationship was more complicated than that. Nah, she's dead right. She just couldn't stand this goody two-shoes. Look, the sea. Ah, it smells so good, I'm gonna have an orgasm again. We're here, girls. Let's offer our souls to the ocean and cleanse all the shit we have picked up from the city. Can't wait to see the meteor shower. I'm gonna wish for the three of us to leave everything behind and come live again. And come live here up. I love you. Aw, always so corny. We love you too. Fortuna, are you a virgin? What? Why would you ask that? Again, girl talk is scary. Like all girls ever talk about is sex. You never talk about dating, and I've never known any boyfriends or girlfriends of yours. I've had sex, but never with any living beings. But I never had a relationship. Don't try to look cool. My sister had sex once in high school and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. I don't know. I like sex, I think. But I rarely find anyone that piques my interest. Well, don't worry. You'll find someone special eventually. If you weren't so picky. And if she doesn't find anyone, that's alright too. Relationships are overrated. Maybe. Stay out of my business, you two. It's the next stop I'm pulling over. I'm going to start preparing dinner. You feel like pizza? Yes, pizzas. Yes. My body is so ready for pizza. Do it, sis. Coming right up. Okay. Um. Yeah, sure. I don't know if that is a task that I really need to actually be doing? Didn't she say she's a vegan? uh, Whatever. Okay, look, I'm gonna put this here. Wait, I'm gonna here. Okay, if she's a vegan, she can't even, you know what, fuck that. Cancel that. If you're a vegan, you don't get pizza. That's just a rule. There's something magic about this though. Having a sister that owns a food truck sure is a perk. Yeah, thanks to the pizza. Thanks for the pizza and for the ride, Fortuna. Yeah, like I said, what are you eating? Do you think the cheese or the or the salami is actually whatever? Although I'll just have one slice with extra pepperoni. Ah, the pepperoni, yes. Yeah, too much for me. Why don't you just pick it off? It already sweated all over the pizza. I wouldn't mind making an exception, especially with cheese, but pepperoni is a step too far. I'm so sorry, Eva. I'll go and make another one right now. No, don't worry. I brought some fruit in case you made something I should skip. I wouldn't want to impose. No, really, it's no problem. It's alright, seriously. I'm just happy to be here. I'm so excited, I'm not even hungry. Okay, I'm sorry. On the other hand, I'm starving and I love pepperoni. So, you made my day, Fortuna. Great, cosmic balance restored. I could have done without the arugula dough. Yuck. By the way, how long until the meteor shower? It could start any minute now. We'll definitely be watching stars fall in less than an hour. What are you girls gonna ask for? 1,000-year banishment? We are not supposed to tell, are we? That's up to you. But I believe the stars don't care what you say out loud. What are you going to wish for? Many things. I have a list. But I guess that my most important wish is... I want to become a better person. Well, skip the pepperoni then, sister. What do you mean? You're already a good person. Don't bother sweet-talking me. I can tell. I see it reflected in you and in people in the office and the other and every guy after they ejaculate. I'm obnoxious. You could work on your empathy a bit, yeah. Fortuna! It's okay. We promised we would never bullshit each other, right, little asshole? I love you. I love you too. I'll never get you to. I guess we're a pair of mean sisters and that's all there is to it. What do you plan to wish for, Eva? I want to save the world. Come on, you can't really be that selfless. No, really. It makes me really anxious. Even with everything I do. No matter if I recycle, consume critically, go to rallies or donate part of my income to fight poverty, the world always moves in the wrong direction. We can't fight whoever's in the driver's seat. I want the stars to help me not give up against impending doom. I'm sorry. Eva, would you like me to help you figure this stuff out with my cards? Oh, yes, please. I've been thinking about your tarot deck all day, but I was too shy to ask. You know I enjoy reading your fortune. Please, go ahead. Alright, what do you want to know? I want to know about the world's fate. That's very brave. Are you sure you want to ask the tarot cards about this? Yes. What is this, like a Ouija board activity? Even if what we find is something terrible? Yes. You know I always find something terrible. Okay, we'll look into the fate of the world. Also, I'd like to know what I can do to make it a better place. Understood. Focus on those questions in your mind while I shuffle the cards. Temperance, the kind and calm okay, so I guess those are actual tarot cards. And if you were to read this shit, then you would know something about it. The kind and calm figure personifies moderation, harmony, and synthesis. The water flowing between jugs is an avatar of communication. Like I said, I have no idea what this means, so you communicate a lot, I guess. You will set up a guerrilla propaganda group that becomes worldwide. Incapable of fighting corporations and governments, you will start a foundation to support the damned. Sure. Oh, that's beautiful. And sad. And also beautiful. You will create homes. You will feed the hungry. Your foundation will give many people a second chance. You're going to make me cry. I can see how it would shape the future actions of someone like her. Who is excited to, oh yeah, let the tarot cards be my future. Okay, now tell me what kind of world I'm gonna be healing. The beast is the keeper of everything that is forbidden. Their servants ooze with lust and invite you to fall into temptation, enlightenment beyond corruption. A non-human entity will rule over us and make us all happy. Superbacteria will decimate humanity, leading to simpler times. You will get to witness the beginning of an era of space travel. In time, humanity will expand beyond the solar system. I mean, the first one is funny. I saw the movie recently with Daniel Radcliffe. The one where, from a few years back, where he's perceived as the devil, right? The one where he grows horns. With all of the taboo stuff that is happening. You know, with the gay sex and whatnot. I guess something like that devil would kind of be fun. Just do all of the drugs. But okay, I'm not that esoteric. Let's go with the space travel. That's amazing, but how can you tell? Well, I mean, by recent discovery of the sciences, and you won't get to set foot on other planets, but your grandson will prosper on Mars. You're just messing with me, right? On the other hand, the Earth will slowly die, overexploited in service of the conquest of space. Many animal species will perish. In time, Earth will be reduced to a planetary slum. Stop, just stop. You're messing with me, right? I swear to you, this is what the cards are telling me. You're usually more vague, like there will be an opportunity to develop yourself, or you will soon face a challenge. Yeah, exactly. Now you're like channeling visions from another dimension or something. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe it's the energy of the meteor shower, or some planets we don't know about, just aligned over my deck. But I see it as clear as I can see your face. This is the fate of the world. So, about the foundation I'm supposed to create, what's its role? Will we stay to pick up the pieces of what we leave behind on Earth? Cards didn't say. It will create good for many people here or on Mars, that's for sure. That's good to know. I didn't expect the cards to be this wild and specific. I'm so sorry. Nah, it's alright. It's been scary, but also fun. Hey! If your predictions ever becomes real, my grandchildren will think I have lost it when I keep telling them how my friend predicted all this through tarot. You're aware that you just totally screwed with Eva's head, right? I didn't mean to. Come on, it hasn't been that bad. A future that distant just feels like fiction, prophecy or not. What about you? Now that you know the fate of the world, what are your plans? I feel sorry for the Earth, but I believe it would be beautiful for humanity to reach other planets. I love space. I would love to leave this planet. You know what? This I do have to say. I noticed that in my own writings as well. Like, I don't know. I'm feeling not particularly comfortable with sex talk. Not because of the sex part itself, but just because it's just kind of makes me feel icky as a topic itself, because there's just no reason to it, really. I don't know. I'm just not one to talk about sex by itself. So I'm appreciating that the game did veer into, hopefully, another direction here. Just because I couldn't stand if every character told me their sex stories, first and foremost, front and center. Because quite frankly, like, sex talk is just... I kind of tune out on it. Like, yeah, it's kind of gross. And yeah, it kind of happens. Like, I mean, boys are not better. I literally remember, I literally remember the weirdest fucking conversation when some in middle school, they were talking about jerking off in front of each other to see who could spurt further. And I was like, you know, it's what are we discussing here? Like, look, there's stupid shit to discuss, and then there's really stupid shit to discuss. I love space. I would love to leave this planet. Oh, maybe we'll get to visit, you'll get to visit Mars. I don't think so. Fortuna foretold I'll have bone cancer in my 50s. So I doubt I'll ever get to reach the stars. That's horrible. Why did you tell your sister that, Fortuna? We were kids, and I dared her to read so as far as she could in my future. I've never read to anyone's end ever. I've never read to anyone's end ever again. I felt a terrifying presence lurking beyond my vision. Like if I could keep on reading beyond death, then... now I'm scared. I'll never forget that feeling. At that moment, my fortune-telling skills were enhanced in some way. I've never been wrong since then. It's true, I can vouch for that. Don't tell me that. I don't want the world to go bananas. I mean, I guess I understand why Patrice would then be, like, if they are all kind of low-key believing in this stuff, then I guess I know why Patrice would be, you know, extroverted and, you know, trying stuff out, because, hey, if I'm gonna die in my 50s, then clock's ticking. Maybe we can fight magic with magic. Look, the meteor shower has begun. Let's ask the shooting stars to fix the scary future. Since it's just the three of us on the beach, why don't we tell the stars what we want out loud? I already told you what I'm gonna wish for, so I'm okay. I'll go first. Please, stars, save the world from the fate Fortuna foretold. Give us a chance to make it right. You made my sister sound like a villain. Oh, don't say that. Stars, please make my sister happy. Help her find whatever she's been looking for. Big behemoth dildo. Hey, weren't you going to wish to become a better person? Nah, that wouldn't suit me. Sure, yeah. I would rather use my wish to take care of my little sister. That means you're a good person already. Aw, shut up. Don't ruin my cool moment. Are we gonna just loop back around? Come on, Fortuna. Ask them. Speak from your heart. It doesn't matter. Please tell us. Where's your mind? What's the thing you want that's so wild only the stars could give it to you? I want you to be happy. I know there's something else. I smell it in the sea breeze. I keep seeing it in the dance of every flame. When I look at my cards, I can tell that magic is real. Yet everyone's always reminded me of how childish I am. Well, for that, the others are putting, like... Okay, maybe we are just a show act, but still. That we are not just being laughed at. I don't want to be a woman. I want to be a... Chapter 3. Oh, that is a smooth transition though, because like I was like, what if we are going just back around? But no, that as a transition, that is very smooth. And also, how fucking long is that demo? Well, that's the end of the demo. Okay, good, thank you. I already thought like, what the hell? How many chapters are there? Okay, yeah, that was a lot though. That was actually a lot. Well, this is the end of the demo. Thank you so much for playing. Do you want to know what happens next? There are many witches to meet and messes to deal with. In any case, this is as far as you can play today. You can quit playing here, but I'm going to give you some extra energy in case you want to fool around a bit more with the card editor. And again, thank you for your time. And hey, you'd be doing me a solid if you added the game to your wishlist. Just saying. Well, I guess. Okay. Well. Ooh, I can finally gaze out. I'm still thinking that there is probably secrets, right? I mean, in the main game then. I'm guessing. Okay, but... Okay. Well, I mean, as far as this goes... I mean, what should I take from this? Again, the world building by itself, there's so many writing prompts. It really feels like there is a story there. There's a world, there's characters that are just super interesting. I do like the art style. For the gameplay aspect, I do have to say I don't understand it. Like I said, the cards that I'm making are feeling basically arbitrary. Like if I'm just producing shit, like if I don't care about my cards and I'm just throwing it together, does it make a difference in what options I have? I mean, maybe it makes a difference if I'm, in one playthrough I'm making a lot of fire cards, and in the other one I'm making a lot of earth cards. Sure, maybe. But just by one playthrough where I don't know, like, hey, I'm just creating those cards, are they really just there to look personalized? Because I don't understand the concepts either. Water is power, earth is power, fire is power. Like, all of them have their different colors, but in the end, they are not distinguished enough for me to know, oh, I'm laying this card down, and this means that the conversation is going in this or that direction. Like, I do not seem to have that agency here. At least it is not, well, I'm thinking I don't. It seems that I'm drawing cards randomly from what I've created, and it is nice to look at the cards that we have. And we are getting like points to create new cards for more points in that direction. Like I said, maybe, hey, I'm having a lot of earth points now, so hey, my deck becomes really earth heavy, so the story goes into an earth heavy direction. Like I said, I have no idea. The concepts are kind of lost on me. Because they are so vague. I would have actually hoped that there was a card game mechanic. That the cards that I'm creating actually have an influence on what is directly happening in the game. That I'm not getting out of what I'm seeing. Share Grimoire, share card? Oh. Huh. I can make a PNG for this. Interesting. Like I said, I like it, but at the same time, it seems very gimmicky. This is still so shit. I've kind of created a Bionicle. Can I edit cards? But yeah, I mean, overall, unfortunately, it is very difficult for me to actually find out if I'm gonna like the game or not. Like I said, because it is so hinging on the story. I would have hoped that my gameplay actually finally has an impact, but they don't seem to be doing gameplay impact very well, much. I don't know which way it goes, but like I said, I would have actually liked it if I had more agency here that I felt. Because if the story goes awry in one moment, and it is something that just ruins my experience again and just drags down the things that I actually do like, yeah, I can't take that from what I've seen, because hey, Red Strings Club and Loop Hero started the same way. I can't take that from the beginning, like, hey, I do like the setting, and hey, again, they have created characters where I'm thinking, oh yeah, this could be interesting. That is, as a setup, I can think in many directions that it could be interesting. But the game, if it then just bullshits me, and I have no big agency with my actions, with my cards that I've created, then it could also just flop really hard again at the same time. So I kind of have to say, if it is like 50% or more off, then I'm gonna consider it. I can see how other people would have great fun with it, regardless of what is happening. because they don't get too concerned with how solid the world building is, or if the characters make too much sense, if there's just if there's just an offhand remark that is explaining something. For me, I like to dive deep into it, and I like things to make sense on all of the fronts. So with such an open world, it is already very difficult to all keep it together and to think for the player as to what their concerns could be. But at the same time, I do have to say the demo's writing is pretty solid. I did enjoy some of those self-reflective moments that the characters had, and that it seemed to read my train of thoughts by actually understanding. Oh yeah, this is. So yeah, I guess like 50% off. I would consider buying it. Yes. But as it is from the demo, I also would say I can recommend it for other people to at least look at it. And now, I would say we are gonna. I now have streamed for 3 hours again.